What's up with bruh? How you doing, man? Dregs of Sacramento, man. We out here, live and direct, man. We out here another day, Sacramento, California, man. Y'all see us, man. We posted, man. Another day in the life out here. You feel me? Out here living it, living it. You feel me? Chilling, chilling. But anyways, man, we gonna go ahead, man. We got a deep story today, man. We gonna holla at bruh. We gonna let him introduce himself. Bruh, the floor is yours.
Hey,
There
hey,
you
hey,
go.
hey, hey, my name is Marcus, man. What's up with it?
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to
Yeah,
meet
nice to
you,
meet you
man.
too, man.
Yes, sir. Where you out of?
Oh, man, I'm out of the Bay Area, man, but I've been out here for about 10 years now.
10
Yeah,
years?
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, we out here, man, Happy to see you out here. We ain't trying to help the people and stuff, man, because we
Yes,
all
sir. I
got stuff we
appreciate
talk
it.
about.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, man. So, anyways, man, today, before we got on camera, man, you feel me? We was talking about something. Go ahead, you feel me? This is your 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Say what you got to say, what you want the world to know, man. What's going on today, man?
Oh, man, right now, I was one of the people that got chosen for the program in Sacramento. They was giving out the apartments for a year. The whole cooperative and stuff, and they give you apartment for a year, pay
What?
everything, and so I did that. Today would be my whole year completed. You know what I mean? But I wanted
Wait,
to talk about.
wait. For the record, what's
Yeah,
today's date?
today is. I'm not sure. It's the 30th of July.
6
Six,
30
6:30 July. Yeah,
26.
6:30. Yeah,
June 30th, 2026.
yeah. So a year ago today. You know what I mean? So I was talking to my worker, and then he explained to me that after the year's done, they really didn't have nothing for me after that. You know what I mean? I
Yes,
guess I
sir. Yes,
wasn't on my
sir.
stuff like supposed to be, but I really was. You know what I mean? But I want to speak about like, cause after the year, what was I going to do? You know what I mean? If I didn't have my stuff together, so I mean, basically they had nothing for me, so I was back onto the street. You know what I mean? Would be today. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
yeah. So I mean, it was a long time for me to even get comfortable in my apartment for being outside that long. You know what I mean? It took me
Yeah.
6 months to even get comfortable in that mud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after I did that, you know what I mean, started getting my fire going again, trying to get back going. My year came up, and they basically told me I was going back to the street because I didn't, you know, deliver like they wanted me to. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, but I was explaining to them it's like it's the mental health part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Hey,
Whiplash.
and I'm glad that you're actually admitting your
Mm,
faults and the reasoning
yeah,
behind it. A
yeah.
lot of people, they put the blame off on everybody else.
Mm.
But nah, speak about your specific situation. At least you speak about your specific situation. You feel me?
Well, basically, they gave us furniture when we moved in, bed, and at first start, you know,
Furnishings.
furnishing,
Yeah.
a couple pots, whatever, whatever. So
Okay,
very
okay.
grateful. It took me 6 months to even lay in my bed, just because I wasn't used to laying in the bed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So after I got comfortable, like I said, getting into my apartment, getting I had to go. You know what I mean? So basically, it was a really terrible experience for me because I mean it was traumatizing. I was in a whole apartment out the street, which everybody wants, and then now it's ripped away because I couldn't do what I was supposed. I mean, should have done in the first place. Basically, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
couldn't get
yeah.
a spot, and you know what I mean? Whatever that case would be, but I did. I worked. You know what I mean? I did those odd jobs. I did all that. Like I said, it's the mental health part of it. It was just, whiplash. Basically, you get into a spot, and you rip back outside,
Yeah, yeah.
and they have nothing for me. They told me I'd go to a shelter or something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. By the way, man. So, anyways, today also the what we wanted to speak about also was the situations where right now the city is ending contracts right now with like the Motel Sixes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of females, for instance, like women with children right now. For instance, off of Northgate Boulevard, they just got kicked out, displaced. They talking about $55 vouchers. You know anything about that?
Yeah, I do know a little about that.
Go ahead, speak it,
I
man.
mean,
Speak
that
it.
and plus the tiny homes. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
People are
Yes, sir.
getting
Speak your mind.
kicked.
Come
They're
on.
getting kicked out the programs for the smallest infractions. The tiny homes, for instance, you can't leave your dog more than a couple hours.
What?
So some people might be out here, handling their business and not making it in time. to get back to the program and get evicted because your dog is there too long in the kennel,
Yeah.
you know, or staying out overnight. You know, you may be with a family, or you may be, you know, you couldn't make it back on time because the transportation issues.
Light
Get
rail.
kicked out for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that just does more damage than it does good than anything. You know what I mean? It feels like they trying to get us out the eye of the public, and then you know what I mean, long
Yeah.
enough to, you know what I'm saying, to make it look good or something, and snatch you back out. Because I mean, it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be kicked out for this or for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I should have a plan for me afterwards. I didn't get
Exactly.
no in trouble. I didn't get infractions. I didn't get nothing else when I was in my apartment. I didn't invite nobody over. Nobody lived with me. None of that.
No
You know what I
write
mean?
ups, no nothing.
Nothing, nothing. I worked, I
What?
worked, I worked every day volunteering. I did, you know, paid volunteering. I would apply myself as much as I can. You know what I'm
What?
saying? But like I said, it's the mental health part of it too, a lot. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
It's hard to get from homeless into your own apartment, and you know what I mean. And then a year back out, that's not long enough. You know what I mean? I was
Right.
very grateful, very still am. But
Right,
like I said, it
right.
was the worst experience to me because like what am I gonna do now? Today will be my year. I'm supposed to be out of my apartment today. So by the night I'll be closing my door and turning my key in, and I'll be back outside.
Back outside, y'all. Y'all heard him, man. Man, that's crazy, man. The story is wild right now. Man, damn, man.
I mean, I don't know what else to do. I mean, like I said, I wasn't taking it for granted. I didn't let people move in. I didn't do none of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of my family haven't even been there. The day I moved in, I was already worried about the day I had to go.
So specifically, which program is it? Is it Hope Cooperative,
Hope,
First Steps, or
I believe, I'm not sure of the second, their partner, who they partner with, but Hope was the one that, you know, confronted me first when I lived on Edgewater. They the one that came up and, you know, talked to me and, you know, took me to get my ID and
oh,
hooked me up with their partnership, where they partnered with people that who got the apartment first. You know what I mean?
okay.
Great program. It was nice. It was perfect. But like I said, man, I was already worried about moving out the day I moved in because that's what they was kept still in my head. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I spent my work here. That was a terrible experience for me, actually. You know what I mean? It was
Mm.
stressful. You know what I mean? Like who doesn't want their own spot from being outside?
Right.
That's a big jump.
Exactly.
Just to jump alone, to be, oh, you know what I mean?
Right.
To get over that was just a lot. So I mean, it's just, you know, unfortunate, but like I said, it was a great program. They had a good idea, but they just didn't think further of it.
And before you had got the spot, how long exactly were you out on the streets?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not
Huh.
easy. It's not easy. Like I said, the stuff we have to go through, bathing or washing, using the bathroom, washing clothes, stuff like that is hard. You know what I mean? It's really hard, and they don't think about that part. They just want you. We're not. Our minds are not. You know what I mean? Programming the way that people living in homes and stuff is operating. You know what I mean? We think different. It's harder. You know what I mean? So
Well,
just the
speak about it.
just,
Speak
just
about
the
it.
way that people look at us or treat us. You know what I mean? Outside looking in is already hard. You know what I mean? We get called all type of names. People just
You
treat us.
talked about getting jumped, man. Not to
Oh
cut you off.
yeah.
Hurry. Let's speak about that. How'd
Um.
that come about?
So since I'm not working, I don't panhandle or nothing like that or steal. I collect cans. I recycle. You know what I mean? Try to give me a couple dollars every day. I was recycling in a complex down the street from here, and I was approached by the maintenance man that from that apartment who knows me, and his teenage son, and they asked me to leave, which I did. I don't make a mess. I don't do none of that. I don't disturb nobody. And the son, I don't know what was his deal was. You know, basically we kind of have a couple words, and they attacked me. Him and his friends attacked me
Wow.
just as I was recycling, and they told me to leave. Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? You know, I feeling it today, so I, got my stuff together. And I guess I wasn't leaving fast enough, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
They jumped on me. You know what I
Oh
mean?
wow.
And they,
Even after you cleaning up the situation and
yes, I go to a complex or apartments where there's trash over the floor already. I pick it up before I start recycling, just because I don't want that. You know what I mean? I'm not here to
that
do none of that. I don't
backlash.
steal on people's stuff. I'm just here to get my little and I'm leave. So we get more backlash from that than anything. Stuff thrown at us. You know what I mean? Just people just you know just basically treating us like we're not nothing. You know what I mean? And it's like you want me to go back, you know what I mean, to the street and do things that what got me in trouble the last time. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do something productive. You know what I mean? Cool.
Exactly.
Like it was just terrible. You know what I mean? And they'll have they come into our camps, the police and the cleanup crew, and they just throw away our stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't even be there. I had a friend who had a whole litter of kittens in her tent. She wasn't home. When they came, they bulldozer and the claw picked up the whole tent with the kittens in there and threw it in.
What's up with it? What's up with it? How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right, man. We out here, man, North Sacramento. You feel me? We got another interview. You feel me? Your partner, you feel me? He just gave us his testimony. You feel me? The homie Marcus. You feel me? We gonna go ahead and let you shoot your spiel. We gonna let you start off. What's your name?
Timothy Pipkins.
Timothy Pipkins, man. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Okay, I'm making it. I'm blessed.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So, Timothy, man, you been out here? How long you been out here, man, on these Sacramento streets, man?
I've been out here for maybe 10 years, 9, 10 years, maybe a little longer.
9, 10 years?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Trying to get it together, trying to get my spot.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We over here by this bike trail, man. Tell us about the bike trail, man.
Well, the bike trail, well, shoot. First of all, it's a nice little bike trail, but we stay on the bike trail. There's a lot of people that stayed around us. Then until one day they kicked us off. My brother ended up dying on the bike trail down there.
What? I'm sorry to hear
yes,
that.
I guess somebody gave him some fentanyl, and that's how he ended up dying.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you, boss. But moving on with that one, yeah, the people came, kicked us all off the bike trail. Then they take none of our stuff. They threw all my brother's stuff in the trash, took his ashes. I had it in there. They threw all that away. Didn't let us. They told us first. They said we can put some stuff we want, put it to the side. The stuff we don't want, put it to the other side. And then for the next day, they came back again, and then they just said, just took all our stuff and threw it away. They act like they was playing and throwing our shit up in the air, hitting our stuff with bats and stuff, like just like clowning us in front of our face, like crazy. And then we finally up this new spot over here off of Edgewater. We ended up going over to Edgewater, and I've been over there for about maybe 3 years now, 3 or 4 years now, and it's just way like they every time I turn around they taking our stuff, you know. They tell us to leave, give me a ticket, and come back again, and they do the same thing over and over again. Cause we ain't got like I said, we got nowhere else to reside. So we thought the Edgewater would have been a little better because we buy fields, you know. We ain't buying no houses. It's nothing but 2 empty like fields over there.
Right.
So we thought that would been good, you know, just to be right there. But I guess it's not. And like I said, they came, took my stuff. Well, first they said they came and they told me, we gotta leave. And I'm like, okay. And then they turned around, came again, and because I didn't leave, I just took everything down like they said, they said take everything down, and then, you know, I didn't know I was supposed to leave at that time, but it started raining the next day, and I had to, I covered up my stuff with the tarp, and as I did that, they ended up coming back, and they said that I had a little camp up. I said I don't got nothing up. I just got my stuff covered from the rain.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, it looked like a little shelter. I said, hey, how it look like a shelter if I'm just, you know, I got my stuff. There's nothing but stuff. If I can show you how it looked back then, you know, you'd be like, oh, wow. And I had my little dog and my cat, and they was like, well, since we already warned you, they didn't warn me. All they did say was you cannot have no camp place up. That's it. And they say we have to leave, nothing like that. They say you can't have no shelter up. That's it.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I ain't got no shelter. I'm just covering up my stuff right here. That's it. And so, like I said, they ended up coming, and then they said to them, give me a chance to even leave or nothing like that. They say, well, we're gonna arrest you because I told you already that you can't be here. I said, you never said we couldn't be here. You just said don't have no tents.
What?
That threw us off. Like that was just crazy to me.
Wow, wow, that's
And,
wild, man.
and they didn't like they did that, then they did it again when I had me some I got some brand new stuff, had a whole bunch of stuff, and they came again and just took all my stuff. Like, yeah, I didn't even know they were coming. Like, I was actually at work working. I was like, I do canning around here. I can a lot. I try to, keep myself going, keep myself busy.
Right.
So that way, I'm not out here on the streets getting into trouble. I'm trying to get myself back on the right track to get my
Doing
spot.
something.
'Cause, I'm trying to give me a spot because I'm waiting on them to give me a spot. They told me they was going to give me a spot, but they never helped me. I've been in there waiting for like 2, 3 years now. And they came to Edgewater, put everybody else in the spot, but left only me over there. I'm like, what the heck? Like that was crazy. I didn't know why they did that, but I was like, mm. But I'm still out here and I'm still on the street and I really just need help getting a deposit. But that's all I tell myself. I can get a deposit. I'd be cool. I'm gonna pay my rent because I'm on the SSI. So
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I just need
that's
help getting
right.
the spot. Really, I mean, getting in the spot, and I think I'd be cool. Like, but other than that, I just need these people to back up off of us. Like, because it's too much for us. Like we already got a whole bunch of stuff up on us already. Like a lot of, you know, I'm trying to say it to where it makes sense.
Got a lot going
Yeah,
on.
we have.
It's
There
already
you
a
go.
lot going
Yeah, we
on.
got a lot going on with ourselves and our minds and all that. We don't need no more extra stress, and it just retarded to me. I just say like, come on now,
Yeah.
we got to do better. Like, you go into shelters, people, you got a curfew. Like, it's just too much. Like, and then when they go to shelters, you see them coming right back out here talking about they got put out because they was like maybe a minute late to the shelter. Like, come on now, that's dumb. Like,
Right.
and because people are grown, they don't want to be up there coming at home at no freaking 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Like, come
Right.
on now.
Right.
Which people work at night. Like me, I'm a worker. I like to work, so I'm not gonna. You feel me? When it's time, I'm gonna get my money going because I can't depend on nobody else because it's hard.
Right.
Wait,
Exactly.
out here,
When you only
especially on the
got
streets.
yourself.
Yes, yes. I just like, man, I don't know. Like, hell, I need
Right.
help. Like, but other
I
than that, yeah.
so the beginning of this month, June 1st, something had winded up happening. They had winded up actually kicking out the women and children out of the North Gate Motel Sixes and the Arden Creek Motel Sixes.
What?
Did you hear about that?
I did not hear about that, but that is crazy
Yeah, the
that they're doing
beginning.
that. See,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Well, why? I don't. See, instead of doing, I don't know why they just want to give them everybody a little tiny. I'm like, yeah, they put these people in houses for 1 year, not even giving them a chance to even actually develop in the house. Because when you coming off the street for so long, they get only time to wind down to get their mind frames right to get focused back on focus.
Right.
They in the house now. You can't just think that they're gonna get in the house and jump on it. You feel me? Almost certainly they got
Right. That's what.
jobs and all that. No, that's way that ain't gonna happen. It's
Right.
because their mind frame is not completely all the way there yet.
That's right.
Their mind frame is still on the street, like,
Right.
and
Which is only right because look, they got veterans that go to the military and then
right,
they come
right,
back and then
right,
they can't
right,
stop thinking about the
right.
military even though they back over here.
So true, so true, so true. That is
So
so
that's
true.
one aspect right
Right,
there, mental
right,
health.
right. I think yeah, you 1 year, like, come on now, like, and then people with checks, y'all don't even give them a place, y'all leave them out on the streets, like I said, I got another friend over here that she's still homeless, like. We both been waiting, like, we was like, what's going on? Like, we the ones got the money. You put everybody else in the, come on, they don't
Wow.
got nothing, like,
That's
and
deep.
then y'all expecting them to get something by the end of the year, by the end of that 1 year, which I'm looking wrong because I seen people try and things go on, happen during that time too. It's like they try, some people get it, some people don't, and as they in there, so I even see some people get fired before they even can really just, you feel me, have a whole 6 months. They've been there for maybe 2 weeks. Next thing you know, something happens and now they gone. So,
Wow.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just crazy to me how they do all this, you know.
Right. It's a whole new experience. I can say that much. It's a new experience when, I mean, a lot of people they think that this homeless situation is.
Got me looking at these pictures hanging on my walls. Living free till these certain circumstances of the moment had a nigga really